Sorry, guys, you couldn't hear us, but
Really?
hello, everybody. Yeah,
We have to repeat.
we have to repeat our repeat. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that.
One moment, you want to borrow my hair color for
Sure.
a minute?
Sure. We forgot to turn the mic on, so hi. Hi, everybody.
Yep. Hello.
Where are we at? Where's the moon?
Retake.
Take
2. New moon on Sunday was in Aries, and it is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's all about like starting fresh, like almost like New Year's, but not New Year's, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Like it's like, okay, we're starting off first sign of the zodiac, start fresh, start new, set your 12-month kind of intentions of working with the moon and where it's at in each specific calendar month. Like it'll go through all the zodiac signs, and you can utilize those zodiac signs to fuel your intentions, whether it be in Aries, which is a fire sign all about action and, positive energy. And actually it's like, you're almost like a jackrabbit. You're just so full of energy and life and spring and step into everything. Have to be calm with your emotions some, because it is a fire sign. So we can tend to get a little fiery.
Yes.
But yes, so you can go through the whole zodiac and make your intentions known for the next 12 months.
Good. So we are in spring, even though it may not feel like it.
Not today, but tomorrow it'll be summer. So
yes. So
and then the next day we're going to have spring in the morning and winter at night.
Yeah.
So we're going to have all the
it's
seasons.
crazy. It's crazy over here between the the tornado that happened up in Greensboro.
I think so. I think I remember seeing that.
That killed several people. I mean, it was crazy. It was a G3, and I'm not
F3.
F3? Was
Yes,
it an F3?
F3.
F3. I don't know the letters for the.
It's the fajita scale, not fajita. Fajita, something, something.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to watch Twister again.
It was a bad one for them up there. So we're sending all the love that we can up there. But regardless, before we get into a lot of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, I want to congratulate everybody for making it through this last retrograde.
Yes, we all survived.
We all survived. It was a intense one. It was very deep. I know that emotionally, I felt it strong.
Well, Virgos were affected by it more so than there was a few signs that had more intense, reactions with it or interactions with it than other signs.
Yeah, it was very aggressive.
For me, it was a little docile, I guess, which Mercury retrograde never really affects me the way it affects other people for the most part.
Right.
The last couple of days of Mercury retrograde, it was like, or the last week, it was like, then it really, we didn't interact so well. But it did affect Aries and Virgos and maybe even Libras, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It was, for me, it was very like nails on a chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a buildup. But now that we have release.
Yeah.
But if you take a look at what happened over the past few weeks, months, okay, from when Mercury retrograde started. And I can do this, I can chart this because I'm aware of it. Right. So everybody out there, if you're aware of it, it helps. But I can go, okay, I can look back and I can say, I feel that buildup.
Right.
And then everything that I've manifested from that point, then it's like somebody let the air out of the tires. And it actually happened last night. And didn't it end yesterday? No, when did it end?
It ended wee hours of the morning Sunday.
Okay. So yesterday, we'll say it yesterday. Because it takes that time to fully loop in. Mm-hmm. And then yesterday there was like this weight that was relief for me, and the tension and the stress and the everything and everything floodgate open for me. So right. I know that if I'm stepping outside of this box and I'm watching what's happening inside the box, everything becomes crystal clear as to why things are happening. And I want everybody out there to understand that that's so important.
It is. Being that we don't invest too much in Mercury retrograde, it doesn't affect me like it affects everybody else. And Mom doesn't, she goes by moon energy per se, not necessarily cosmic energy. She's more rooted, I guess. So for us, we didn't really think about it too much. We didn't really come in our way too much. But with the house, everything was like, because we were supposed to go to closing on the 29th, and that's one of the things behind Mercury retrograde. You're not supposed to sign documents.
Right.
Needless to say, we're not going to closing until this week.
Right.
But things just kept on shuffling and maneuvering and postponing and this and that. And so the emotions by the end of last week were really up there. But there's a reason for everything.
Right.
And that is the divine message behind it all. There's a reason for everything, and you just got to go with the flow.
Right. Also, lately, with a lot of appointments that I've had, people that I'm talking to, this year is the perfect time for making those big changes in your life.
Right.
Okay. And I am personally making a huge change in my life.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it. Scared a little bit, but more excited than anything, because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And it's something that I've been needing. So I want everybody out there to understand that if you have been in a position to take a big leap of faith, this is the year to do it, because you have to understand that the universe is going to support you. And in my experience, especially after the last 4 months, let's give it from January. Has
it really been 4 months since January?
Nuh-uh. Yeah. Today's April 17th. Well, 3.5 months. 3.5 months. Yeah,
wow.
Time is flying by.
Oh my God.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
Amy, did you get that? Did you get the card? Let me know if you got the card. I forgot to put her Ishelle card in with her stuff. Oh. Because I was shipping everything out, and she messaged me. Moment. Yeah, and then I also forgot to put the free gift, so I just threw the card in with the free gift and sent it off to her. Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
You just need to borrow my hair color for a day.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. Anyways, over the last 3.5 months, 4 months, I've become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And we've talked about that before.
Yes.
Put yourself in a position that makes you extremely uncomfortable and see what happens. And we're not talking about dangerous. She got it yesterday. Yay! But do something out of your comfort zone.
Right.
And you'll find that it's not so scary. And then you can take the next step up and then do something else and then do something else. And I've been challenging myself since last year to do different things. The fair is one of them, and we're going to talk about the fair that's coming up this Saturday. But, I had to step out of it wasn't a pity party. It wasn't the woe is me. It's the I can't move forward and get myself into, well, I'm in control of moving forward. So I'm going to take that step. And opportunities were there for me to do that. And I've gotten into habit over the past several years of just saying yes. Okay, something comes in my path. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And even if I hit a brick wall with it, I can't say that, well, that would have worked or that wouldn't have worked, because now I know where I'm going with it. So I've watched this progression happen in my life, and I've watched how once I released and said, okay, I'm going to follow what Spirit says, then everything starts coming in my way.
Right.
Everything. Like, oh, okay, yes, thank you. I'll take that. Yes. And it's all of these things that are building up. And, even this vacation that I'm going to be taking, I haven't had a vacation in 2 years, a real vacation in 2 years. So this vacation that I'm taking, it's something we've never done before. It's something that kind of makes me a little bit nervous, but once again, I'll never know until I do it.
Right.
I've never been on a cruise ship before. I've been on boats before, and I can't stand the rocking, but we're going to take Dramamine just in case there is, but they're so huge. They're like a city on the ocean, but we're going to do this big adventure. Right. And so I challenge everybody out there to just take a moment and figure out what it is that scares them the most. Not in a bad way or a negative way, but work towards it. So if there's something in your life that you're working towards and you're fearing yourself moving from that point,
right,
take that one step towards it. Face your fears, allow that. Don't give so much fear energy to whatever it is. Take back your power from it. And when you do, you'll watch how everything just falls into place.
Right.
Because I'm watching it, I'm living it, I'm speaking from it. There's just so much going on that is amazing in my life that I can't even explain, other than, okay, it's because I finally said I'm done. I'm ready to move forward. What's going on?
Totally loves the cruise I went on.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
So see, there's your verification, confirmation.
Yep, we're going to do it. We're taking 1 week. We're going to fly down to Tampa, and then we're going to go to Cozumel. We're going to go to Belize. We're going to go to Honduras. We're going to go to the Cayman Islands, and then back up. And it's a vacation for just me and Thomas, just us two. I
don't think I'll be going on a vacation or a cruise anytime soon. I'll cruise.
Right.
I can go on a vacation. I'll go to a Homes 2 Suites by Hilton because they allow dogs. So anywhere I can go there, then I'll take a little mini vacation. But when I signed up to be my fur mama, I can't. Can you imagine me leaving those babies? It was like Jackrabbit Central when I just went out to check the fluids in my truck this morning. I had to calm them back down before I could leave for work. So, yeah. But yes, you will have a blast on your vacay.
Yes. And my vacay is going to be extended because there's Amma, and then there's the trip, and then I'm just going to take a couple weeks off from work and just relax and maybe get myself appointments in between there and do that kind of work, because I would rather do spiritual work than work.
Yes.
So
I must admit, I got invited to a little girls get together across the way from me on Friday for a lovely lady's 18th birthday. And I had done card readings on her sister, just in, nothing fancy. It was just, let's, what we call play with cards.
Right.
And so I had done that, and I guess she really liked it because she wanted me to come over and read for her sister, or she wanted me to come over and with my cards. Right. So I took my cards over and started with one, ended up with like 6 or 7 card readings, which was really great. It was a lot of fun. A lot of them intermingled. The cards coming up kept on being, I'd get 2 from the other person or 3 from this person. They were you could tell how intertwined and interconnected they were. It's just, because their card readings were intertwined and interconnected. It was really cool, really special. So I must admit, spiritual work is kind of a high. I could do spiritual work, and this because you've witnessed it. 24 hours, well, not 24 hours, but I could do it like all day long, literally, no breaks in between, no rest time, because when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Yes.
And you don't need anything to eat, you don't need anything to drink, because you're filled with that energy to keep going. And once you're connected, you don't want to lose that connection. But the minute you disconnect, then it's
yeah, I felt that about 10 after 12 that night, maybe quarter after 12, and I was crashing.
Yeah.
I was crashing. But it was a lot of fun, and I really liked going over there and just playing with cards.
So, a tidbit for everybody out there who is watching us or watching us on repeat, when you step into your spiritual self, whether you want to call it religion, whether you want to call it spiritual side, whether you just want to call it meditation or what have you, once you step into that zone, that's where you need to be. Stay as long as you can in that. Obviously, you can't bring that into your everyday work unless it's something that you do in your work. But, bring that peace and calm, bring that total connection, bring that just essential being into it. And you'll, start off in small chunks. If it's meditating for 5 minutes a day, your body will start to crave it. And I remember when I was working in San Francisco, my lunchtime was at 11.
Right.
And it was kind of too early for me to eat. So I'd usually end up snacking around 1 o'clock, but that was besides the point. But my body, I could feel my body. I could tell you what time it was without even looking at the clock, because it's like, okay, you want to rest, you want to go into meditation. And I would go out to my car and I would meditate for 45 minutes. And I would do this every day. So then on the weekends, I could be out in the middle of shopping and go, wait, okay, not right now, but your body starts to crave it. And when you get into that routine of actually doing it, and you do it the same time every day, you deepen your connection.
Right.
You allow, and it's the allowance that's really the big important part of that. So yes, everybody out there, start stepping into your spiritual side, and you'll start to learn why you're asking the questions that you're asking.
Right. You'll better understand why these questions are coming up for you.
Yeah. So on Saturday,
yes, we have the Unity Church Holistic and Psychic Fair. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Or Psychic and Holistic Fair. Anyways, Unity Church, and it starts at 11 o'clock this year.
Yeah.
Both Monica and I will be there all day. We will have, what will you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I will have, where to start? I have photography in the brain because we're picking the pictures for the fair.
Right.
But there's lots of spiritual phrases, spiritual whimsical pictures and prints that are available. There's ritual kits that are being made. There's 5 of them. There's one for self-love. There's one for discover and empower. There's one for abundance. And that doesn't have to be just money. It can be an abundance of knowledge, an abundance of health. So it's a very versatile abundance, which actually I got a channeling thing for that abundance yesterday with a blank universe check.
Yes.
Which is very cute, and you helped create that for me. And it is actually it was like just started writing, and it was like channeling. It was like, okay, I guess so. Anyway, so we have abundance, and then we have the new moon and the full moon.
Which, by the way, the oils for them are amazing.
They do smell good.
I put them both on. So.
Yep. So we have the ritual kits. There will be
gifts.
Yes, you do. You're one of my testers. You got to test my stuff. And then we have salt scrubs, bath salts, shower salts, the blessing bottles, which are always a crowd favorite.
I'm going to get closer so that maybe you can see the card.
If it'll focus.
If it will focus.
It may not. It's trying to focus on me, I think. Yeah. There we go. So we will have the blessing bottles, and there's 8 varieties of those. I'm trying to think. Yes. 8 varieties of those. And they are a big favorite for people.
Yes.
I mean, people they want a little bit of them all. So they will be there. We have charm chains, which have Buddhas and Hamza and Lotus and Starfish and Sand Dollar. And there's so many things, but they're beautiful little charm chains to put on your keys, put on your purse, put on your wallet. And everything is handcrafted. There's nothing from China, nothing from Taiwan, which I'm not knocking that at all.
Right.
But everything is handcrafted. There will be spell candles, herb-infused spell candles. There will be so many things. So many things. I can't even.
And, of course, we'll have our
goddess boxes. And chakra boxes.
And chakra boxes. And
we are chakra bags.
Chakra bags. Well, the goddess bags, too.
Yeah.
So we actually have enough that we have a couple, at least, of each goddess.
Yeah.
So for anybody out there who's been wanting to try them, not sure of it, they're actually all going to be 20% off at the fair, so they're going to be $29. They will be complete kit. It will have the candle, it will have the scrub, salt scrub, it will have the incense, it will have the jewelry, the card. What am I leaving out? The stone,
the oil,
and the oil. So they will be all complete. They're all in their own little bags right now.
Very pretty, by the way.
So we've got those going. So if you're interested in them, come out, check them out, smell them, because always the first thing that happens when somebody, they smell
People
so
wanna
good.
smell. Yep.
So they, they're all different, and they have all of the pieces of paper with them that, explain what to do, how to do things. So everything will be with it. We will have stones. We will have incense. We will have cosmic karma games.
Yep.
We will have, of course, the chakra boxes, like we said, our chakra bags, chakra kit. That's what I'm calling them now. Chakra kits. And those are going to be $15 off too. So the chakra kits are going to be from $110 to $95. So that's going to be.
And they go over every chakra.
Yes, every chakra. There's 7 oils. There's 7 incense. There's 7 stones. There's 7 cards, and the cards are big. They're 5x7. 5x7 is that the right size? So. 5x7s, and they're cut differently. I'd show you, but I don't have them up here. There's an incense holder, a candle holder. There's actually 2 sets of 7 chime candles in it, so it's a big package. Mm-hmm. You're getting actually a supply for several times over.
Right.
The chime candles, they burn fast, but if you're working and you're doing actual meditation, you'll have enough for at least four times with each other. What would you say? How fast does a chime candle burn?
Maybe an hour, hour and a half. I'm trying to.
Well, anyways, you get 2 sets of candles for each chakra. So there's plenty of stuff in there. Chime candle holder. What else do I have in there? I think that's about it. Yeah. All of the oils are made by Miss Maiden Minx, so they're all natural. They are specifically formulated for the chakra system. Yep.
I do wear my root chakra oil quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, and
especially before I go to work and I have to do something that's I'm in fear of and haven't done in a while. I will put that on and say my affirmation when I'm going to work, and it does help. Use
your solar too. Grab some solar, and the reason why is because it's I can.
Aha. Okay. Well, I have to make some more of that.
Yeah. So we have we have all.
I did carry this in my bra, and I think I have another one. Yeah. I carry those in my bra, which are crystals.
Yes,
crystals. They're crystals. Which help with the solar. I think that helps with solar, right?
Yes,
orange calcite.
Yes. Orange calcite
and red jasper. So I do carry them, so they give me some boost in energy.
Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of different things this weekend.
Yeah.
And then next weekend on the 28th.
Yes, we are with Lori Beth.
We are with Miss Lori Beth and Casey, and they have the Spartan GSX workout and obstacle course, and it's free to get in. They are taking donations for the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation.
Yes.
There will be a select few vendors. There's, I think, only 5 or 6 of us, but we're going to be there with everything else.
Some of I'm not saying that I don't know all of the vendors, but the ones I've heard that are going to be there are awesome.
Yeah, there's going to be the kombucha.
Yes, I'm so excited to try it.
Yes, I want to try them. I mean, I love kombucha to start with. Right. So, but I would love to.
Lori Beth told me about it, but I just haven't been able to get over there and things crazy. So I'm really excited.
So
that
we're
be there with them.
We're going to take all the rest of our stuff with us, and if we have to make more, then we have to make more. Oh, there's also going to be chakra balance stone bags. I'll have those too. But we're going to take all of the stuff, whatever's left over, and if we need to make more stuff, then we'll be making more stuff. So we're gonna be out for 2 weekends, and it's gonna be a lot of fun because I know that the psychic fair at Unity Church, which we've once again been invited to, I love being there.
It was really nice to just see how everything, and how welcoming everybody is, and how they just they chit chat, and you go around and you see everybody and smiles and things like that. So
but
it's really
what I didn't
energy.
mention was that I'm also offering 15-minute readings for $30, and both the psychic fair and the Spartan GSX workout obstacle course. So I will be there with Maiden, of course, all day, but I'll be doing readings, and so if you wanted a mini reading, come on down.
Well, worth it.
Yeah. I know last time that we were at the psychic fair, that's all I did was like boom, 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 but I was on, so
yep,
I was on.
Yeah, you were tapped in. You weren't taking a break.
Yeah, no, it was a good to go. So we encourage everybody to come out and take advantage of that.
Yep.
I wanted to mention that since we are in the middle of April, and oh, by the way, on a side note, the reason why we haven't been able to do Goddess Talk for a while is because Miss Kali has been out and about, and she's been in Costa Rica, and she's
we've all just been really woohoo, stretched and pinged and ponged and so this way, that way, and
So whenever we can get her back here, we will be happy to have her back.
Yes.
She's taking a digital break for a while,
which is understandable, and honestly, it's one of those things that, you know, imagine a day you woke up and your cell phone, your computer, none of that was around you. What would you do? I mean, if you think about it, like that's the first thing, and I'm guilty of it. That's the first thing I do. I check my phone, I check my Fitbit and see what my sleep cycle was like.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing I do. But then you're checking your phone. It's like, okay, got these emails. Okay, this is Facebook. Okay, this is work schedule. You know, this is my Pinterest. That's a big favorite for me. It's like I'll think of something, and it's like, oh, I got to check that. You know, but if you didn't have your phone or computer, what would we do?
We have to go back to 1990. What was it? 5, 6?
I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, we rode bicycles, we were outside, we went fishing, we went camping, all those things, and we didn't have to worry about this. Now, granted, for me, my phone is my security net, because if I go down, I want my phone.
Right.
But yeah, if we didn't have our phone, what could we get into if we didn't have all that electronic?
Yeah,
and just a prime example, if you couldn't have anything on the TV but music, what would happen? With me, I'll put on like background TV show, but then I start watching the background TV show if I'm not careful. But if I put music on, I'm constantly, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm writing this, I'm reading this, da-da-la-la-la. I can get some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even though Matthew had hit people and displaced them, we were out of power for a week, I think it was, almost. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when Matthew hit. None of them actually compare anything to recently to anything, because I'm used to Fran and Bertha and Floyd and Dennis. So those are the big Mac Daddies that I think about. I don't worry about all those others.
Well, anyways, Matthew was the one, and we didn't have power, so we didn't have TV, and we didn't have, we did have our cell phones, but we had to charge them in the car.
Right.
So we had, I know Marianne will miss the fair this time. She's sad, but we will have fun.
We will have fun, and we will send you some fun too.
Yes, we'll send you some fun too. She's moving into her new home, or she's already moved into her new home, but it's new. So of course there's unpacking
fun
to do
with that. I mean, the unpacking may not be fun once you start getting halfway through it.
And it's the cutest house too.
Yes, it is very cute.
I love it. It's so cute. But yeah, so anyways, we were out of power, and we did just fine, Yeah. And there are things called books. And there is the thing called outside.
Yes. Yes.
And there are things that don't require electricity.
Yep.
And if our ancestors survived without electricity, we can survive without electricity too. So anyways, Miss Kali Leah is on a digital detox, and she's not on Facebook very often, and she's not, she's just not trying to be involved with that and just focusing on her healing and herself.
Which is awesome.
At any rate, so we're trying to keep up with the Goddess Talk, Goddess Box monthly.
On Enlighten Empower.
On Enlighten Empower. And so this month is
Michelle.
And she's beautiful, and she's gorgeous. And she is the goddess of fertility and healing. And fertility we like to think of as babies, but it's about growth and creating new.
It's that whole thing of, you look at in a dictionary, if you look up the meaning of a word, it gives you the first thing.
Right.
But then there's like 8 other definitions. So you really have to open your mind and expand that basis for that to allow to other ideas to come into play.
Yes. Always in the kit is the goddess card, and then we have the.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't sleep last night.
Okay. And then in the kit is the Healing Power Votive, which is honeysuckle and cedar oil. Its message is, body, mind, and spirit, I release all disease from myself, or disease, and fill myself with universal healing energies.
Very nice. You also get amethyst, one of my favorite crystals.
Yes.
Healing properties are so plentiful as the stone itself. It is thought of mostly as a protective stone, as it is linked to the crown chakra. It is helpful in purifying the mind and clearing it of negative thoughts. This includes the negativity of stress and anxiety, which is why many meditate with amethyst, so to rid themselves of that darkness, which amethyst gets rid of night terrors, insomnia. I mean, there's so many things.
It's like the all-purpose.
It really is. It's like,
yeah. It works. You can use it almost for anything because it balances out the chakras, and it helps.
I feel like it's only second to quartz, and even then, I don't feel like it's second. I feel like it's like right there at. Maybe even transcend quartz a little.
Yeah, they even make, like, for example, animal collars with amethyst in them for healing purposes. So, I mean, it's a huge stone. Don't discount it only because it's been around for millions of years, as every other stone has. But it has been utilized a lot. But it's still very important.
Yes.
The jewelry this time is a white onyx chip bracelet. Wear or carry onyx as a personal amulet of protection to keep senses keen and instinct sharp, whether traversing or desolate street at night, fighting fears associated with bullying or terrorism, or as a protective shield during psychic endeavors. So the reason why I included this is because it is about empowerment. It's about healing the inside, not being afraid, not worried about it. And then we have the lavender incense cones.
Yes, we do. It's a warm, magical fragrance of lavender in full bloom, evokes cleansing, healing, happiness, and relaxation.
Another all-purpose. Lavender is an all-purpose.
Yes, it's actually in a lot of blends. It's in a plethora of blends, I have found out lately.
And you always get your salt scrub or shower.
Whichever way you want to use it.
Whichever way you want to use it. Of course, last time we had Ishtar, which was spicy Ishtar, and she had her own salt. But
she did.
But the goddesses all have a salt, but this is just the goddess salt.
Yep, and then you have the meditation oil, which is kind of a very light floral herby. Yeah, if that makes sense. It's very soothing. It's not too heavy floral, not too heavy herby. It's a blend of lavender, chamomile, tea tree, and rosemary with jojoba in it.
Yeah, so it's a really nice.
Yes, general kind of. A lot of the rosemary is a big. I mean, if you think about it, those four oils are very. They're probably some of the most used oils of all the oils.
Yeah. I mean, tea tree's in a lot of dry skin things. Yep. And lavender, like once again, is the all-purpose whatever. It itself is floral, but it's not sweet floral.
Right, it's a herby floral.
Right. So the chamomile, the chamomile. Oh, the chamomile is what sets it through. It's a warm.
Yes.
That warm fragrance.
Warm. It's warm and somewhat sweet.
Yeah.
I have had the chamomile I have does come across a little bit sweeter. So especially when I want to tame it down for some of the ritual kits I'm going to be bringing on Saturday, it's like, okay, I need to tame that down a little bit. I don't know if a man wants to smell like chamomile too much.
Well, I mean, regardless of the smell, when you're sick, what's the first thing you do? You go grab chamomile tea.
This is true.
So we're working.
Or when you need to help us sleep.
We need to help sleep, or sleepy time. Sleepy time always has chamomile. So it's the relaxing, it's the getting into the meditative state. It's, after all the things that have been going on lately, Mercury retrograde coming out of it. So we still have some left. We are taking the rest of our supply over. So if you're interested, either come on down on Saturday, come on down to Unity Church on Saturday, or, purchase one through the Create Joy website, and we can grab it before it goes off. Then otherwise, all of the goddesses and all the previous goddesses are going to be on special order, even though they're up on the website, because we have a limited back supply.
Right.
And the oils have to be made per each.
Yes, I like
order.
them fresh.
And so we don't want them sitting around in the tubs that we have. We want to make them fresh. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get to you than on a subscription. But if you're on a subscription, then you're guaranteed your goddess every month.
Yep. And
they all go out on the same day. They all go out at the same time. So they go out first, and then everything else is extra. And then part of that is reserve, and then we can go out and sell the rest of them, which are then for the other website. So if you wanted to stick with if you wanted the goddess boxes, the best thing to do is actually get on subscription. They are automatically $29. If you buy them individually, they're $39. So you're already getting that 20% off discount.
Yep, you are.
So what else do we got?
I have like ritual stuff in my brain right now. I have this in my brain right now. I have pictures in my brain right now. So honestly, I don't know. What do we have? I know we had a whole list of things that we wanted to go through, but have we really gone through them all already?
Yeah. We've been on for almost 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. There's nothing else on your little list?
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
When we're moving.
We're moving. Starting May 6th, which will be the first Sunday in May, we're moving our show to Sunday. And the reason for this, and it's going to be at 7 o'clock, but the reason for this is because during the week, between me having a child who has concerts that need to be places and need to do concerts and all of this other stuff, and then after work, and then you physically moving.
Yes.
There's so much that's going on right now. It's best that if we move it to Sundays. So if you can't catch us on Sunday, obviously you'll catch us on the repeat.
Right.
But we're going to be on Sundays at 7 p.m.
And it's every other Sunday, right?
Yeah, every other Sunday.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. So we're going to try that out for a little while.
Yeah.
So I apologize for not being able to get on for the past couple weeks.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember when the last time we were
on. But yes.
Sorry.
So we are moving, but that will be
hopefully
May 6th.
That will be the last move, because third time's the charm.
Right.
Last move.
Right. So let's put that in stone. And then obviously between vacations and everything, there are going to be certain days that we're not going to be able to be on because I won't be in town, you won't be in town, whatever. Right. But we will hopefully get that all together. So just as a reminder, this Saturday at Unity Church in Wilmington, North Carolina is the Psychic Fair. It's from 11 to 6. We'll be there all day long. And then the following Saturday, the Spartan SGX workout obstacle course.
At Fitmo. Which is off of Cobble and Randall.
Yes. It's at 501 Colville Avenue, Unit 3. Here in Wilmington. It's free admission to get in. Obviously, if you want to run the course, run the course. They are taking donations for the pulmonary fibrosis. And we're going to be out there. Danny Chandler's going to be out there with Young Living Oils. Lori Beth's going to be doing Juice Plus samples and shakes. She's also going to have the energy ball. She's going to be doing chair massages for $1 a minute. For donation. She's going to get that out to donation. And of course, we'll be there with our crystals and stones and salts and sugars and scrubs and oils and
pictures,
goddess boxes and chakra boxes and kits and all of this fancy stuff. And I will also be doing readings that day too. So we just wanted to get all of this information out to you, and hopefully we see you all.
Yes, very soon.
Yes. Anything else we've got to add to it?
No.
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
So. Good night.
We hope to see you again later.
Yep. See you soon.
Have a great day. Day, evening, whatever.